Hey guys, it's Coach B. Wiley here. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing good because I feel good, so I want you to feel good. Happy New Year once again, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Hope you came over into this channel and found my channel, not on accident, but if you did, number one, my name is B. Wiley. The B stands for Brooke. I do content that's all related to dating, relationship, breakups, and how to communicate effectively. I also have a segment on here that I do that's called Ask Wiley, where you ask me specifically your dating, relationship, breakup, communication questions, and I answer your question anonymously. Now, if you like content like that, feel free to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell. I do videos multiple times a week. Today's video, and I wrote it down so I won't forget, today's video is all about relationship red flags that women give off that men should know. Relationship red flags. All men need to know. I got this idea when I simply did like a simple Google search on YouTube to see what everybody's been talking about, because there are a lot of channels similar to mine, of course, and everybody has their different point of view and how they deliver their message and their own way of doing things. And so I was just trying to figure out what I should start the new year off with. What is the content I wanted to go off for my first week? This one came up at the top of the list. So if you're watching this and if you're a man, most of my subscribers are men. Hey boys, how are you doing? Give me a thumbs up if you're here. Let me know. And I just want to talk directly to who is engaging with me versus trying to get women to listen to me when they don't want to hear what I have to say. So today is all about relationship ready red flags men should know about. The first one, and it's 3 of them, unless I had a bonus. The first one is, you know how you're dating a girl, you're getting to know her. You're literally getting to know her. You don't know anything about her other than one conversation, like where she's from, how many children she has. So one thing that gets right underneath my skin that women do is dry begging. Now, if you don't know what that means, dry begging is basically when a woman goes in a roundabout way, an indirect way, to ask for something. Something could be a Chanel bag. Something could be $40 to fill up her gas tank. Something could be a ride to work. Something could be to pay her light bill, to pay her gas bill. Anything that's going to cost you currency. That is dry begging. It's dry begging because she's not direct. Now, it would be begging if she would just be like, hey, I need this money. Oh my gosh, I'm drowning in a sea of debt. But because she wants to come out looking like she's not never asked anybody for anything, so she can come back and then say, oh, you gave it to me. I didn't ask you for that. She has a right to say that because technically she did not ask you for anything. So think about that. Have you ever been in a relationship or getting to know a young lady or something like that situationship, and she dry begged? And so you offered services. $25, $1,000, $10,000, whatever is in your financial bracket to give or borrow or lend or whatever. After you did it not end well because she decided she didn't want you, and then you wanted your money back and you accused her of borrowing and you said that you loaned her money, and she came back and said, man, I didn't ask you for anything. You gave me that. You gave me that. Have you ever been in that situation before? I don't hope so, but I'm just hoping that you guys can relate to what I'm saying. So think about it. When was the last person you talked to? And maybe you didn't even know it was dry begging because you didn't know what it was. But that's what it is. Someone needing something. Someone bringing up a bill early on. Someone saying they just don't have enough to pay for childcare. They don't have enough to get their nails done. They're so used to getting it done, but some reason they're short. They don't have enough money to pay for cheerleading camp. They don't have enough money to pay for baby boy to be on the football team. It could be anything under the sun. Just look out for that, because that is a red flag, because no one should be borrowing, dry begging from anyone that they literally just met. You want to always go to your family and your friends first. Trust me. And this isn't saying everybody's rich and nobody should be poor and not have enough. Absolutely not. Heck no. Because we all fall short. However, my thing is, why is she coming to you when she just met you versus going to her family and or her friends first? So that's a red flag, dry begging. The second one is if she's bourgeois. That's how Diddy said it, guys. Because he said on one of his songs, on that Diddy song, because I came too far for me to be bourgeois. I said that Diddy. You got to go back and listen to the song. Anyway, so she's bougie. Like, don't get it twisted. I know bougie people, and they cool. They really cool. Bougie people just are a little tight and uppity, and they want to come off one way when behind the scenes. Trust me. Any bougie person I know, and I don't know that many, but I'm just saying, when they get behind closed doors, ghetto, ratchet, loose, period. And there's nothing wrong with being ghetto or ratchet or loose. It's just, I'm just saying, they're putting on this front, this facade that they're uppity with their pinky out, but, and meaning pinky, like when you have tea, you have your pinky out when you're drinking or whatever. And you do that not to be related with the sorority. That's what I'm trying to clear up here. But you know, they have their pinky and they're drinking, and it's just like, girl, come on. So if she's too bougie, meaning if you're dating her, you're getting to know her, and she's telling you everything she does not do, and she may have an attitude about it. If you just want to take her out for tea, but she suggests Ruth Chris for a first date, and you're just like, you don't even know her. You're just really trying to meet and see how the vibe is, see how the energy is like. And she may turn her nose up at you just going to Teatopia here in St. Louis. Shout out to Teatopia, Black owned. I've been there before. It's a cool tea spot. So they just want to go out, and you're just trying to really just get a feel for her and just go maybe to the sandwich shop. You're trying to just maybe go take your dogs. You both have dogs for the first day. Go take the dogs to the dog park. Or if it's the summertime and you don't know how to swim and you're like, hey, you want to come with me and get a swim lesson? It's just like so many things that you can do that aren't big spending. And if you attract a woman, if you're dating a woman and everything that she wants to do costs money, everything is like high dollar. And if it's just like something regular, like you want to go to the gym on our first date and work out with our trainer, I got a trainer, how to train her for the day. You want to do that. And if she turns her nose up on things because it's not super expensive, it doesn't have a name brand on it. And that's more so that comes into bougie / money hungry. Because just because you're bougie doesn't mean it's about the fine dollar bill. Absolutely not. It's kind of a mixture. If she kind of turns her nose up at people who aren't in like Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Off-White, or any kind of high-class name thing, and she can't go to Walmart to get like some plain t-shirts, or if she frowns her nose up because you go to Target to go get your underwear, and you don't go to Ralph Lauren, you want to really rethink that. So think about it. Bougie and or she's a high-class chick, all about the mighty dollar. If it's not expensive, then she don't want to be involved in it. And it has to be money, money, money. I actually did a video addressing that. Women who don't like men who are not cashing out on them constantly and consistently, and they just don't want to do regular, smegular things. Like they don't want to go to Walmart. They have to go to Trader Joe's. Or they can't go to Target. They have to go to Whole Foods or whoever else. I don't know, Costco, Sam's. Whatever. It's like they won't be caught dead going to a thrift store because they have to go to Neiman Marcus. I mean, these are just random examples. But if you know, you know, and if you got good emotional intelligence, you know what I mean by what a bougie / person that's all about the dollar bill, how they're going to act when you say, hey, let's just do something simple. And if she can't do just something simple, if everything, the red carpet has to be rolled out constantly, that is a red flag, period, point blank. All right, the last one. Thank you for watching so far. If you're still here, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Go ahead. All right, so the last thing is a relationship red flag men should look out for. The last one is she avoids time with your family and friends. If every time your mother has a get together for the holidays, not saying every weekend, I'm saying like for the holidays, your mother says, oh, invite Angela over. We're going to do X, Y, and Z with the kids. We want to make sure she's included. And then all of a sudden she got something to do. She literally, or she don't even say she got something to do. You just tell her, and then next thing you know, she ain't nowhere to be found. She done left the whole house and ain't answering her phone. If every time you wanna go out with your friends and have their girlfriends come along and you just want to do like a couples thing or just a friendly outing, she always has an excuse. She doesn't feel good. Her stomach hurt. She want to stay home with the dog. She want to go walk the dog. She want to watch her show on TV. She wants to do anything but be around you and your friends and engaging and have a good time. That is a red flag. Any woman that doesn't want to be around your family but says she wants to be with you for the rest of her life, or if you've been together for a up to a year or more, that is a red flag. And you should address that. All these things can be addressed. You know, I'm the queen of addressing it. Don't just up and leave some situation unless it's like life threatening, of course. You always want to address these things. For example, when you have the woman that's a red flag that's dry snitching, maybe ask her about her finances. You know, ask her about what's going on there. Maybe she's bad with money. Maybe she mismanages her money. Maybe she just doesn't know how to spend her money. Maybe she's not making enough money. It could be anything under the sun. Maybe she just hit a financial wall and she's trying to crawl out of it and she's desperate. And that's why she's asking you for money. You won't know unless you ask. So address it. If you know that you like this young lady, however, this whole dry snitching thing, I mean, not dry snitching. I didn't say dry snitching. That's a whole nother video. We're not talking about that. Dry begging. If you know that she's dry begging, oh my gosh. And it's just like, what is going on here? Because you want to be able to move past it. It's okay. Address it. Have a conversation with her about it. And then number 2, with the one with the bougie / gold digger flashy woman, with the bougie one, all you can really do is try to get them to loosen up and lighten up and not necessarily do everything that's zipped up, that's bow tie, that's tuxedo, that's high class, that costs a lot of money, and there's a blurred line there. Because I want to make it clear, just because someone's bougie doesn't mean they're after money or anything like that. Because you can be bougie and you can find some stuff in the thrift store. You can dress yourself out in the thrift store. No one would ever know it. What I mean by bougie is when you kind of turn your nose up at things, at certain activities. Oh, I'm not going to do that. Oh, I'm not going to drink that. Oh, I'm not getting involved in that. Like if you're at a party, she don't want to dance. Everybody's dancing. Everybody's having a good time. But she's sucked tight. And she just doesn't want to be bothered. Men can be bougie too. Trust me. I'm talking about women, but men can be bougie too. They can be uptight. You guys can take yourselves too serious, and your butt can just be so tight that it can suck a brick out of a wall. Nobody wants that. That's not fun. And a lot of bougie women just don't. They're just like, got an attitude and just kind of just turn their nose up everything. Ask her, well, hey, what do you like to do for fun? If you come across a woman that's uptight, bougie, ask them, what do you like to do for fun? What are your interests? What makes you laugh? Ask them that. Address it and say, hey, you want to do something? Let's do that. If that's what you like to do, if that makes you smile and laugh out loud, let's do that. Now, side note, when it comes to the woman that everything has to cost all this money, she likes the Ruth Chris, she likes the Chanel, she likes the Louis Vuitton. There's nothing wrong with these things, ladies and gents. There's nothing wrong with having these things and buying these things. I'm saying if it's not that, she can't be involved. She's put off. She's full of resistance. She doesn't want to be around it. She won't be caught dead going into Walmart. She won't go to the Family Dollar. She won't go down to the Dollar General to get Halloween candy because she'd much rather go to Target and spend $20 to $30 for a 1 pound bag of candy. Nothing against Target. I love Target. I'm just using an example. You got to be on the lookout with her like, hey, how did you grow up? Because I know certain women who really require like high-end, top-dollar things that grew up poor. A lot of them grew up poor, and that could be fear. That could be an undertone of fear, underlining fear up under there. And because they didn't have it when they were younger and growing up, they said, once I get grown, I'm not ever going to go to the Dollar Tree. I won't ever eat a pack of noodles. I won't ever not live in a high-rise apartment because I always lived in the trailer park. There's always something under there. The point is to address it. You can address it. You know, I notice everything that you have is name brand. Well, what about Walmart, Target? Do you go there? What are your thoughts about going thrift shopping or consignment or garage sales? Like, what is it? Were you always a woman that liked the lavish and nice things? Or could you wear like a simple shirt from Kmart? Ask them, address them, and then that's how you really get to know them. These are red flags indeed. However, there's a reason why these flags exist. Your job is to address it. Now, if they give you pushback, if they got attitudes, if they're like this, I am who I am and I be who I be, then you have to decide if that's what you want to put up with. And lastly, when it comes to the avoiding time with family and friends, like, look, if she avoiding your mama, that's the biggest red flag. Like, what she got going on that she can't make eye contact and be in the same room with your mama? Because you know, mothers, we be knowing. We be knowing if she thotting out here in the streets or if she's a nice gal. So that is a red flag. You definitely want to address that. Like, hey, I notice every time I invite you somewhere to be around family and or friends, you always seem to find a way to not get involved. Is it because you don't like my family members, my friends? You don't want to hang around with certain people? Like, what is it exactly? Because if you're going to be with me, I'm a family-oriented person. I'm a family-oriented man. I definitely want you to be around my family and friends and be comfortable, because once you be with me permanently, they're going to be your family and these are going to be your friends. I want them to be your friends. See how you can address that? All right, guys. So this concludes my video today. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. Go ahead and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't. Give me a thumbs up if this video really helped you out. I hope so. I tried to go down through here and try to break things down. Try to break it down now. So if you like it to be broken down like that, let me know, because a lot of times I talk quick by nature. However, if I can break things down more in the videos, if you like 10 to 15, this is 15:45 right now. If you like videos that are longer, like 10 to 15 minutes, let me know. That's my goal anyway, to make longer videos this year moving forward, just so I can break things down that need to be broken, because everybody isn't going to get something quick, fast, and in a hurry. Sometimes you need an example, and I'll just give an example off the rip. You know how I do. So go ahead, follow me if you feel free to follow me and subscribe. I'm on all platforms. I'm on here, of course, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter. The name is Coach B. Wiley. It's not involved. It's just Coach B. Wiley. All right, guys. Talk to you later.